am so pleased today to welcome at You've Got Made office, Todd Goldian. He's the Director of Community Outreach at ECHO. Todd, thank you very much for being here today. Oh, you don't believe, guys, how much work ECHO does. So I was so excited myself, but now all the audience is going to be so excited to hear. Tell me a little bit about you and how did you get to this wonderful organization, ECHO?
Well, my background is actually in hospitality. My previous role was with the National Conference Center, and during the pandemic, Paul, our executive director, he was looking for space to start a new venture for ECHO, and he was thinking about utilizing space at the National. None of that really worked out, but it kind of put ECHO on my radar, and then when this position opened, I jumped on it because it's an organization that I certainly have a heart for and have really enjoyed my time there so far.
How long have you been with them?
Since January.
Okay,
But don't worry, I'm a quick study. I've learned a good bit about the organization.
So we would love to hear a little bit about ECHO and what you do. Oh my God, diversity there is there. So that's what we call, it's really a diversity nonprofit organization. So tell us please a little bit.
So ECHO is a nonprofit that was founded in 1975. We provide lifelong support to adults with disabilities. That support comes in the format of transportation, day support, employment, skills training. It's the diversity that Natasha speaks of. There's so many great organizations out there that help provide employment opportunities, or they'll provide day support. But the fact that we do both of those things and have the transportation program to support them, I think is one of the things that makes ECHO truly unique. The transportation piece is key to what we do. 39 vehicles traveling 34,000 miles a month to support those programs. That is a big deal that I think really adds value to the community with ECHO being here.
Yeah, can we go a little bit more in detail about these programs so the audience understands what it is about and what is your life, guys, like day by day and all that? So.
Wow, good question. So the day support programs, they are diverse. We've got a couple different programs there. The first is called Life Plus, and Life Plus is a very intensive, comprehensive program. You're looking at pretty significant medical needs there for the participants. That's a 3-to-1 ratio of participant to staff, plus a full-time nurse that's there as well. So we're focusing on education, self-care, and just having a great place to be and have fun. And the next program is called Life, and that's a little bit more easygoing. The ratio is 7-to-1 from participant to staff member. We're doing field trips there. It's a lot more focus on self-advocacy, safety, and also fun. Just a fun place for our folks to go. So field trips are going out to places like libraries, View of Heaven Farm, bowling from time to time. It's pretty.
So it's fun stuff.
Fun stuff.
Fun thing.
A place to eat comes in, and we play music, arts and crafts. It's a great place for folks to learn and just be in a collaborative, supportive environment where they're not interested in pursuing employment. But sometimes that happens, and somebody will say, you know what, I'd like to pursue a job wherever, and we'll help them go down that path as well. So it's individualized with goals set for everybody. ECHO's job is to help realize those goals. Let's put each participant on a path where they can help to achieve. So that's day support. And then employment is a huge beast in itself. So we've got group-supported employment and individual-supported employment. Group-supported is a team of ECHO participants that thrives together in a team, and there's supervision with them as well. So a job coach will be part of that crew. They'll go out, mow lawns, or do landscaping, or they work at the barbery. There's many different examples of what those folks do. And then individual-supported employment, that could be anything. That could be at a garden store, a grocery store. It could be switchboard operator, if that's even still a thing, I don't know. But these guys, they do a lot of different jobs, and it's very diverse. It could really be anything. And those folks, they have the goal of independence. So the job coach, they start by helping them get the foot in the door, making sure that it's a good fit, and then once they kind of establish that, the job coach slowly backs away, always being a form of support, but independence is the real goal of that program. So employment is a very vast and kind of a big part of what ECHO does.
Are you having a hard time like us too on employment, finding employee or this is fun stuff?
Yes, actually, it's amazing that you asked that. We're ready to expand and be a bigger part of the community and provide bigger, better services for our participants. But before we can do that, we have to have the program coordinators, the employment specialists, and the day support specialists to help support that growth. And right now, that's actually the main focus of what we're trying to do so that we can actually expand and provide those services in a bigger way to the community.
This is awesome. So, do you have guys kind of like volunteer sometimes? Can you talk to us about volunteering for individual, or also we did talk about corporation before when we're talking here?
Yes, absolutely. So I think it might make sense if I back up just a little bit and talk a little bit about the barkery. So during COVID, just like everybody else, we were shut down for a good bit of time here. But when we came back, 2 months, that was our shutdown. When we came back after 2 months, we realized that we had nowhere to send our folks to go to work. So the idea was to start an internal source of employment for us, and one of those is called barkery. So we purchased this from a local nonprofit, and the point of this was for us to be able to make money selling these dog biscuits, to feed back into ECHO to support those programs like transportation, day support, and at the same time provide those employment opportunities. So currently 16 ECHO participants are employed at the barkery, and that is a great source of volunteer opportunities for us as well. So if anybody wanted to go and learn how to make the best all-natural dog biscuits on the market, we do have volunteers at the barkery.
This is nice. This is awesome. What about events during the year? Does ECHO does kind of events?
We do. We're currently in the midst of sort of replanning what those events look like. We had some events that we did, recurring type events before COVID, and it's just time for us to kind of reinvent what we look like and what our annual events, what we're going to do. So coming soon here, you're going to hear about some fun and interesting things like a sip and swing event that we're going to do. That's going to be at a local driving range with golf professionals, maybe a local brewery and vineyard will be there as a sponsor. And it'll be a fun sort of alternative to the golf tournaments that we see so many different times. So
support you guys. That's awesome.
That would be lovely. And then in the spring, we're planning a gala, which is going to be a huge undertaking, but I think that with my hospitality background and with some of our ECHO participants taking part in executing that gala, I think it'll be a good opportunity for us to showcase the community what we really do.
I wanted to step back quick and can you talk to us a little bit about, I know you did mention about the barkery, but we want to know how can we access to purchase these, and also there is another part about the candles too. And I think that you were talking, I'm telling you, diversity there. This is a diversity. So can you tell us a little bit about candles and how people can go and look? Is that everything on the website under echo.org?
Not quite yet. This part of the question is easier. So the ECHO Barkery does have its own website. Sales are facilitated through that website, echobarkery.org. echobarkery.org. That you can buy these 3 different flavors: peanut butter, chicken, and bacon. And I've never seen a dog go crazy for these. Only natural ingredients, and dogs really go bananas for them. So check them out. The candles are a brand new venture for us. So we have purchased the glass. It's beautiful, locally sourced glass from Fortessa here in Sterling. We've got 1,000 of them, logos sitting waiting for us to fill with wax and kind of make those candles. The website is not even up yet, so that's going to be blueelegance.org. We're in the process of building that website. Candles will be for sale soon. You will be one of the first folks to get rid of those candles.
The holiday coming, so.
More info to come on that soon.
Yeah. What key things are you trying guys to accomplish? I know it's more 6 months from now to the end of the year. What is your goals, guys, or missions you're doing now for the next 6 months until the end of the year for 2022?
Great question. We're still very much in pandemic recovery mode, rebuilding some of these programs that we have shut down, and we're bringing them back to life now. So the field trips that we had planned for the day support folks, that all went away during COVID, so we're kind of rebuilding those programs now. The things that we just started, like Blue Elegance with our candles and the jewelry making that they're doing as well, that is just getting off the ground now. So making that website get up and run so we can actually make these candles and get out there and sell some of them. That needs to happen in 2022. That's a major mission for us. The Barkery is well on its way. They're making quite a few dog biscuits already. Pete, our general manager there, part of his mission for 2022 is to increase production and be able to provide even more opportunities for our participants here at ECHO. But those are a couple of our main missions, I think, for 2022.
This is awesome. Can you share with us, for the audience, and how can we get involved and what do you need help? If it was side of businesses or individual wants to get involved with you or help.
Another list of great questions. By the way, this is an amazingly clean office. There you go. So great question. There's many different ways to support. Our biggest challenge right now at this moment is staff. So if anybody knows a good person that would want to get involved with adults with disabilities to sort of be a program coordinator or employment specialist, that would be a huge, huge deal for us right now. A referral for an employee would be amazing. Secondly, employment for our participants. We're not in a position right now to take on any more job sites because of our staffing shortages. But one thing that I haven't even told you yet, this will be news for you, we do have another employment venture called ECHO Business Services. So for a job site like View of Heaven Farm, where we go 3 days a week, what are those participants going to do for the other 2 days a week? Well, ECHO Business Services is kind of a partial answer to that. So that is a group of folks that they'll stay at ECHO and they do work like sorting, paper shredding, kitting, organizing, things like that. So campus survival kits, they came to us and they built kits for students, right? So they had a pallet full of Sharpies that needed to be organized and sorted.
Oh, this is awesome.
So we did that work for them, and it was so much fun. The pictures of that day and those days where we did that work, everybody had a blast. So they opened all these markers up, black markers here, brown markers here, blue here, and just sorted them. And that's simple work, but everybody had so much fun, and that's a paycheck for our participants. They're earning a great wage while they're doing that kind of work. So if a business had that sort of work that might make sense for ECHO participants to take part in, that would be amazing as well. And then the financial piece is always there for us. As a nonprofit that supports 200 individuals, it's expensive to do that, to have those day support programs and that transportation. The financial piece is always there for us as well. Donations could be made at echoworks.org. Old vehicles, it's very easy to donate an old vehicle. Cash is always great. I hate to say that, but it's the truth. To provide that support, it's very, very important.
And I just want to clarify, this is not only Loudoun, also Fairfax County.
Correct. So we support Loudoun and Fairfax County. It's about 200 individuals total that we support, and off the top of my head, I think that's about 125 or so from Loudoun and about 75 or so you'll see our buses going round and round in both of those counties all the time.
Yeah, Todd, thank you very much for today. Thank you for your time and for coming here and sharing all this. I personally, I learned a lot today. So thank you for everything you do. I know you are full-time with them, and you're only 6 months. Hopefully we'll bring you back next year again to tell us where you are at. So
I'll certainly be with ECHO in 6 months or a year from now. Thank you so much for
thank you
having me.
very much for coming.
My
Thank you.
absolute pleasure.